I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Fall River Licensing Board. For the record, today is Wednesday, September 16th, 2020. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. When your matter is called, please come into the atrium, and there are 2 tables facing the board. Sit at one of the tables, and please state your name and address. First item on the agenda is a common Vitulis license, JSC New England Operating LLC, DBA Burger King, 374 William S. Canning Boulevard. Brian Talbot.
I'll make a motion that we withdraw this matter.
And I'll second the motion.
It's a motion made and seconded to allow it to withdraw. Anyone else in favor? Anyone?
Why are we withdrawing this?
I thought that's what you said, it was withdrawn.
No, I'm sorry, not that one.
2D's withdrawn. Yeah, but what's 2A, just tabled?
He should be here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. We'll get him in
Are
then.
you here for Burger King? Please
Oh,
come in
come on
the
in.
room. Jesus.
Whoops. The Impossible Whopper.
Yeah, well, we said come in the room when your name is called.
The Impossible Whopper.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Brian Talbot, 374 William Canning Boulevard, Fall River.
Okay, this is... What's going on? Why are you asking for a new license?
We changed owners in March. We were with Janko, like the other 2 stores last month, and we just, for some reason, this one wasn't on the same docket as the other 2 restaurants.
All right,
So
it's
we have
just-
we had just owned new ownership.
All right, it's under new ownership.
Correct.
Nothing's changing. Hours are the same.
Nope,
Everything's
I was the
good.
same.
Okay. Okay. Is there anyone, any questions?
No questions.
Is there anyone else here in favor? Is there anyone opposed?
I'll make a motion that we approve the common Vitulis license.
And I'll second the motion.
It's a motion made and seconded to approve. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye. Thank you for coming.
All set.
Good
Thank
luck.
you. Class 2 license, Becker Auto Sales, Inc., 1596 Pleasant Street, Fernando Becker.
Good evening.
State your name and address for the record, please.
Fernando Becker, 20 Lafayette Street, Fall River, Mass.
Okay, and please tell us what you're looking to do.
I'm looking into opening the previously owned auto sales.
Okay, this is at the corner of Choate Street.
Yes, sir.
It used to be a gas station at one point, right?
I'm not sure.
Years ago?
Probably not. I don't remember.
Okay, and you're looking for 8 cars?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are your proposed hours of operation, please?
9 to 5,
What days?
Monday through Friday.
No weekends?
How's Saturday? Is Saturday okay too?
Yep.
You
Sorry.
tell us what you want.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Saturday, what time
Saturday,
do you
yep.
want?
We'll do the same time.
9 to 5.
So Monday to Saturday, 9 to 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you need to do any renovations to the building or anything that's
No,
there, or is
sir.
it all ready to go?
It's all ready to go.
And that has a regular garage and an office and everything?
Yes, sir.
And we do have, okay, originally it was not approved, now it is? It's all set to go? Okay, all right, so your review by the police department's been approved,
Okay, cool.
so that's good. Everything else appears to be in the file, correct, Carrie? You don't need anything else from him? Okay. Are there any questions from the members of the board?
No questions.
Question.
Is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the Class 2 license.
I'll second that motion.
The motion made and seconded to approve. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set?
Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, good luck. Do you need to come in and see Kerry to get the license, okay? JW Motors, 438 Second Street. Jonathan DeVerger. just state your name and addresses for the record, please.
Jonathan DeVerge, 438 Second Street, Fall River.
Your name, please.
My name is Wilson DeVerger.
Okay, can you take your mask down, please, so we can hear you?
Wilson DeVerger, 37 Pleasant Street, Malden, Mass.
Okay. So what are you looking to do, guys?
We're looking forward to open a used car dealership.
Okay. And this is on Second Street?
Yep.
This was a lot before, right?
Yeah, it was.
Back in
Was
2016.
previously auto sales.
Was that part of Fitzgerald's?
It's part of the Electrolux building.
Oh, okay, yep. Okay.
Oh, on the left of that, right? Right
To the
after.
right of Electrolux.
Gotcha.
Going up Second.
Going up Second Street, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. What are your proposed hours of operation?
9 to 5.
How many days a week?
6 days a week, Monday to Saturday.
Yeah, you need to speak up, please.
Yep.
Monday to Saturday, 9 to 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you've submitted this as JW Motors. You're asking, I guess, that this go into, you have it as JW Motors.
Yes, sir.
You have it as Jonathan, another application, oh, that's a tax certification. But you've submitted paperwork for a limited liability company.
Yes, sir.
So do you want it in the limited liability company?
Yes, I want it as a DBA under the GT Boys GT LLC.
So you,
So I want it to be as a DBA under Boys GT LLC.
all right, but your application doesn't say that.
I believe it was.
The name of the concern you have is JW Motors.
Yes.
That's your business name. That's not the name of the applicant. The name of the applicant should be the name of the LLC.
Oh,
And then you have to have a business certificate filed with the
City.
I have a business certificate with me here. Want to take a look at it?
Okay, so you do. I have that. You filed it on August 12th. So if you look at the application
Yeah.
and you look at your business certificate, you have two different names.
Oh, it was supposed to be Bosch DT LLC, DBA,
Okay,
JW
well,
Motors.
you obviously filled out the papers, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. So that's got to be corrected.
Okay.
And then there's something here, the police memo says to refer to Detective Cadero.
Yes,
So we received several complaints. Glenn Hathaway from the building inspector has received complaints. The property currently has multiple trash cars on it right now. It has tires, junk, it's unmowed, and in his application, he says it's a paved parking lot with an office. We have yet to see the office, to see if there's a bathroom and an office. And it's not a cement parking lot, paved parking lot, it's a grass field.
actually, there's two parking lots. There's one on the right side. That's where they have a bunch of cars and trash. But the one on Second Street is paved. It's two different parking lots.
So myself, Glenn Hathaway, and Kerry were there the other day looking at the property. So at this time, the police cannot go forward until we see the business, the bathroom, and why is there all trash cars there already? Whose cars are those already?
That's not my cars. That's someone else. You can talk with the owner of the building,
Who owns the building?
Mr. Carl.
Mr. Carl.
Carl, let me tell you his full name. Carl Machado.
Carl Machado?
Is he local? Carlo local?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you leasing or are
I'm
you
leasing,
renting
yeah.
month to month?
Yeah, I'm leasing from him.
You have a lease?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you signed the lease yet?
We have not because we are.
Because you're waiting
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this?
Good.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like this needs to be tabled.
Correct.
Until the police can do their investigation, so I urge you to cooperate with the police.
Yeah.
Because until they're satisfied, it won't go forward. And in the meantime, I think you need to file a corrective application
Okay.
under the correct names with nothing crossed out or anything like that, okay?
Okay.
So please get that correct. And this would have to be adjusted because in an LLC, there are not presidents and treasurers, there's managers. So you need to get that corrected, okay?
Okay.
So is there a motion to table?
I make a motion that we table it till the next month.
I'll second that motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to table. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
If you can make sure that the owner or yourself clarifies with the police department why that trash is there too. Once again, not your issue, but your owner owns both properties and we want it addressed.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you very much. Auto Loft, Inc., 1741 Stafford Road, Jody Oliveira.
I can take this off.
Hi, could you just state your names and address for the record, please?
Jody Oliveira, 1191 Highland Avenue, Fall River.
Dylan Jarabek, 1257 Robeson Street, Fall River.
Okay, so just tell us what you're here for.
To transfer the license from 10 Durfee Street to 1741 Stafford Road.
Okay, so this is the one that's in the building at the corner?
Reason being, we sold that building, so we're just trying to do an address change.
Okay.
Location change, actually.
Is this location on Stafford Road, is that indoor as well? Or is
Yes.
it?
Not for storage, that'll be where they work on the cars, and it's also owned by another company of my brother's, so it's all
I was just trying to picture in my mind, where is it on Stafford Road?
Do you know where they do car detailing? It's almost in Tiverton.
It's way,
right
way,
to the
way out,
line,
right at the
yes.
very, very end.
On the right-hand side going out. Just before the brand-new rotary,
Yep,
right there.
Okay.
I
All right,
gotcha.
yeah, I know where it is. And the same thing, it's the 20 cars, you're just basically moving the license over.
Well, and that comes from, we've already had an annex, like Auto Loft had another license on that property, so I literally just asked for the same thing he had before.
Okay. All right, and we don't need a police report because it's all the same parties.
Exactly.
Okay.
And once you get there, if you want to make an adjustment or anything,
Yeah.
just let us know.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need to adjust it, just let us know, but for now, just to move it
So we
is
can
fine.
keep the same hours of operation that that license had? and- okay.
Absolutely.
Everything, yep. All right, any questions?
No questions?
I have one question.
Sure.
So, because we have two properties, I have two different numbers. I'm keeping the one we're transferring,
Is
right,
that
the
gonna be
32?
separate, Carrie?
The one that's on Durfee, that number can go to Stafford Road. I think we should keep that, because that's where the registration comes from and all, and so this one set. the Durfee number to stay? Yeah, the 32, and then we'll just eliminate the other one. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right,
Okay.
Makes sense.
And you can just work with Carrie, she'll, whatever you
Okay.
need to do, she can
Great.
do, okay?
yes.
All right, any questions?
No questions.
Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed?
I'll make a motion that we grant the Class 2 license.
And I'll second that motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you
Good
all.
luck.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
American Spirit Auto Sales, Inc., 1039 Stafford Road, Jason Frias.
Make a motion that we withdraw this matter.
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to withdraw. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Pledge of license, NEN Liquors, Inc., DBA South End Liquors, 1755 South Main Street, Ankit Patel.
Good evening.
I could just state your name and address for the record, please.
Ankit Patel, 1755 South Main Street, Fall River, Mass.
Okay. Please tell us what you're looking for.
I just refinanced my business and the bank is looking for the pledged license.
The pledge of the license, okay. So the actual promissory note is here. It's a 10-year note, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that's fine. And we have it's, just for the record, it's South Shore Bank. Appears everything is in order. I don't think there's any, we don't need a police report, obviously, because it's a financial matter. We have everything else, they're in good standing. So are there any questions?
No questions.
Everything appears to be fine.
Okay.
All right, is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
Make a motion that we approve the pledge of license.
I'll second that motion.
It's a motion made and seconded to approve the pledge. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
All
Thank you
set.
for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Carrie, Country Club just tabled?
We're gonna withdraw that particular applicant, and then have it.
Okay. So 4, change of managers, Fall River Country Club. That's a withdrawal.
I'll make a motion that we withdraw this matter.
And I'll second the motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to allow them to withdraw. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Barrett's Ale House, 4171 North Main Street, Jamie Dorsey. Could you state your name and address for the record, please?
Jamie Dorsey, 817 Belleville Avenue, New Bedford, Massachusetts.
Okay, and you're asking to be appointed the manager?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. What's your experience with managing a restaurant?
I have about 20 years of experience. My previous job was with Chili's. I was a manager for about 5 years.
Okay. So you have experience managing alcohol. I have to be careful how I say that.
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay. And normally, how many hours a week are you on the property?
Anywhere from 50 to 60.
Okay. Okay, we do have a police report, and it's fine. There's no issues. The
Good.
police have approved you as the manager. It appears everything is in the file. Everything's signed from the corporate headquarters. Okay. Any questions from the members of the board?
No questions.
Okay. Has the other person already left?
Yes, he's separated from the company.
Okay. All right, so any questions?
No questions.
Is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the change of manager.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made and seconded to approve. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Old new business, show cause hearings, Pier 52, 52 Ferry Street, Michael Lund. State your name and address for the record, please.
Good evening, Michael Lund, 1 Ferry Street, Fall River, Mass.
Okay, so this was on our last agenda, and it was continued to this evening for a little more review by the board. Is everyone satisfied? They're ready to go forward with this? Are there any questions for Mr. Lund?
No questions.
No? Mr. Lund, do you have anything you want to add?
No, sir.
Okay, Detective Cadero, since this last hearing,
Yes.
has there been any further issues? Everything's good?
No further issues by them.
Okay. All right.
It was a domestic, but it was in the street and it was away from the place.
And that happens every night.
All right. And
Unfortunately.
Mr. Lund, has everything been good?
Everything's been terrific, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. So there were alleged violations, and obviously it's the board's responsibility to determine what the outcome of that would be. I think we heard everything we needed to hear. Is there a motion from the board, or?
I'll make a motion that we put a memo, a warning on file.
Okay, there's a motion to issue a warning to be placed in the file. Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to issue a warning. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you,
The
Mr.
warning
Chairman.
will be placed in the file, which simply means that going forward, if there's any further issues, that warning will be reconsidered. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you, officer.
Townhouse, 37 Purchase Street, Jenny Fernandez.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Madam Clerk, Detective. For the record, my name is Arthur Frank. I'm a lawyer with an address of 209 Bedford Street, Fall River, Massachusetts. With me tonight is Jenny Fernandez. She is the manager of RLJ LLC, and she is also the restaurant manager for Townhouse Restaurant.
Okay, so Attorney Frank and Ms. Fernandez, do you understand why you're here?
We do. We do, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
And I've read the police report, and it seems to me the only issue that the investigating officer had was where were the plexiglass screens?
Correct.
And if you look in the report, Ms. Fernandez states that they didn't have the screens because the health inspector had informed them that it was okay because the bartender could be 6 feet away. If you've inspected that bar, you know that there's a 3-foot section that's in front of the patron. Then there's another 3-foot section, and I think the officer even states he observed the bartender at least 5 to 6 feet away, masked, and the people were seated socially distanced at the bar. The only thing the officer didn't get to see was them eating their food. I do have the receipts for the patrons that were eating at the bar that night, which I can give to your clerk and make part of the record, but it's very detailed. It gives the date, the time that the order went in, it says what the people ordered, and even says how they paid, and each of the parties that were served at the bar all paid by credit cards. So you had socially distanced patrons, you had a socially distanced bartender, masked, and the people were ordering food, and Ms. Fernandez will tell you that when they sit at the bar, they can put in their full order. They can put in their food order and a drink order. They will place the drink in front of them, and then they bring them their food. After the fact, after this occurred, they had another conversation with the health inspector. This time they wanted plexiglass screens, and they put them up.
And that was to separate, yeah, the patrons.
Okay.
They follow all the other protocol. They have the throwaway menus, the cleaning that the ABCC wants to see done. And I will say for the record, when those regulations first came out, many members of the Mass Municipal Lawyers Association debated them online because we were a little confused as to what exactly the ABCC wanted. For instance, one issue was, can you sit at an Adirondack chair outside?
Right.
And we came to the conclusion you could if you had a table in front of you. So I think these regulations have been kind of evolving. If it's hard for the lawyers to decipher, I think sometimes even the layperson is going to be somewhat confused, but they're willing to do whatever the health inspector wants done.
And as you know, and just so you know, Ms. Fernandez, things are brought to our attention through the police department. We don't initiate any complaints. We're not allowed to. So things come to us and we have to address them, and that's why you're here, okay? I believe, I mean, when I did the inspection, obviously everything looked like it was fine. You did a beautiful job, and I've heard very good things about the establishment, so that's a good thing. But we need to hear from the police, so I don't know who's here on behalf of the police.
Officer McNerney's here.
He's here, okay. Do you, can you?
I'll get up.
I'll get up.
Just so he can speak into the microphone, okay? So basically, he's just got to tell us what they found when they went, okay? Thank you. Could you just state your name and address for the record, please?
Brendan McNerney, 685 Pleasant Street, Fall River, Mass.
Okay. So could you just tell us, Officer, what prompted you to go there, what you found?
I received a call from dispatch at about 8:50 p.m. on Friday, July 24th, to go to the Townhouse Tapas and Oyster Bar for a compliance check. And the call notes instructed me to call Detective Cadiro. When I spoke with him, he said that a complaint had been brought to his attention about COVID-19 compliance issues.
Okay. So when you went to the establishment, who did you meet?
I spoke with Jenny Fernandez.
Okay. First question always is, was Ms. Fernandez cooperative with you?
Yes, very.
No problems, okay. That's always good. And what did you find when you got there?
As my report states, they did not have a plexiglass partition. Ms. Fernandez said that the health inspector had previously gone by, said that that was acceptable.
Mhm.
And they had, the tables appeared to be 6 feet, or an appropriate distance. I didn't walk around with a tape measure.
Right.
They were an appropriate distance apart. The patrons, if they were not seated, all had masks on. All the servers and staff had masks, and the bar had two sets of tables. There were people at each, and Ms. Fernandez said that they were waiting for their food orders, but that they had ordered food.
They had ordered food. Okay. All right. Other than that, everything appeared to be in order.
Yes.
Okay.
There's also 2 other restaurants that are accessible through
Right.
that main entry, and they seem to have the same setup as well.
Okay. And since this time, have you had any further complaints to the best of your knowledge?
Not that I've responded to.
And you haven't responded to anything at that establishment? Okay. And is that establishment on your normal area where you work?
It's not, it abuts my route, though.
Okay. And within the department, have you heard of any issues, Leah?
Not
No.
that I'm aware of.
Okay. And I guess now Detective Cadero, have you had any further issues that you're aware of?
I've received a couple of anonymous text messages with pictures. Not so much with liquor violation, but more of just the bartenders keeping their masks down too low. Just stuff that Bob Cloutier has spoken with them about, and pretty much has been rectified, those spots, right? So, it's a city. Everybody sends pictures all the time. Some are friends and some are not.
Stinks.
And Mr. Cloutier, he couldn't be here again tonight, correct? Right? But he submitted a letter saying what he found when he went there, and that, again, you were cooperative, you know, were receptive to what they had to say. So, at this point, there's no ongoing violations.
Just
Nothing, right? I mean, and we understand that all of this is new to everyone, including us.
Right.
So it's very hard to say, this is right, this is wrong. I've been in a couple of situations where I'm at a place and I'm not sure what they're doing is correct, to be honest with you. So we have to, just take the good with the bad and get through it, and because I think this is gonna be the norm for a while. So we just have to be receptive to it. I mean, it's unfortunate that we're all living this way. But are there any questions from the members of the board?
No questions.
Okay. Do the police have anything else to add? Is there anyone else?
No.
Okay.
I'll add something.
Sure.
So obviously this is a very difficult time to open any type of business that serves the public. What I would maybe just an open suggestion, because I feel like there's a lot of negativity. Everyone always hears like the bad, and everyone's quick to, file a violation or want to shut down a business. But how about instead maybe having someone go around and help us better be in compliance and give us better guidelines so that we have like at least a resource, because I know that, even though Mr. Soto has been great and he's been very accessible, sometimes he's not available to answer every question that we have. So it'd be nice to have at least somewhere to go or someone that would help us instead of...
And that is definitely understandable and a good idea. Unfortunately, the enforcement arm of all of this is the health department.
Right.
They're the ones that do that. So I don't know what their capacity is or...
They're very, very, very busy, but Mass.gov, Governor Baker gives any type of update and what have you. You can always call me, I'll do my very best to help you as well.
Yeah, it just even just...
There's not enough people.
I think unfortunately too, you could probably have a couple of elected officials in here and say the same thing. It's like the chairman was saying, this is new to everybody. There's no book for this. Unfortunately, we can all come up with great ideas, but there's just not enough manpower. We're seeing it in our schools, out in the public too.
Right. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people who don't care what the regulations are. They're gonna do what they wanna do, the way they think it should be done. You're receptive to it, and we appreciate that, believe me. But they spend a lot of time with people who are just defiant and won't do it. I see it in my own, I don't know if Arthur sees it in his practice, but we have people coming into our office. They won't wear a mask, they don't want to fill out a form, they don't want their temperature taken. You can't do that. Well, we can do it. It's our office and we don't want you in. So people, there's just that mentality out there, no matter how much you try to make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to, there's a certain element that will always be on the opposite side. And everything's going to be negative, and there will be people who are happy for you with your business, and there will be people who are out to give you a hard time with your business. So I learned a long time ago in my business, you just do your best and move forward. Arthur's been at this longer than me. And
As they say, stay in your lane, right?
It's the way it is. 35 years ago tomorrow, I started my law career. So it's just like, you know what, it is what it is. You just got to do your best. If you need help, the health department, Carrie is willing. I've seen more of Brian and Carrie in the last 4 months than I've seen in them in a couple of years. There's always something coming up that we have to address.
Honestly, my biggest concern is the 38, almost 40 people that we've hired now who are not collecting, who are, trying to support themselves and their families. And, I just don't want to fail them, and I want to be able to have, the resources.
Right. And I don't think, certainly, I don't think you're in a situation tonight where that would be in jeopardy at all.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
So I think we've heard what we needed to hear. I don't know if there's anything else
Nothing else.
that you need. Is anything else to be added?
Good.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we just put a memo on file with the incident.
And I'll second that motion.
Okay, so there's a motion to place a memo in the file, just of the incident and the complaint, which will not have any bearing on your license at all. It will just be noted in the file. Okay? So there's a motion made and seconded. Is anyone else in favor? Is anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay?
Good luck.
Go out and do good things now.
Thank you.
Okay, BK's Tavern has been withdrawn also, correct? Yes, so that's been withdrawn. Is there a motion?
Make a motion that we withdraw the BK Tavern matter.
It's a motion made and seconded to withdraw. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
It's a motion to approve the minutes from the June 17th, 2020 meeting. Is there a motion?
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from the June 17th, 2020 meeting.
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to approve the minutes of the meeting from June 17th. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is there anyone here for citizens' input? No one has signed up. Is there anyone here? Hearing no one, that completes the agenda unless there's something to add.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second the motion.
So motion made and seconded to adjourn. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Probably getting a little note for Brian, Colin Dyer.